Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This is an HP 240 G9 model. And in this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can replace your battery. If your battery is not holding up any more charge, or just discharging really quickly, or you simply just want to remove it or replace it, you can do that by watching this video. I'll leave the link for the tools and the compatible battery in the video description in case you want to purchase yours. And just remember, for most people keep asking me that if I can use the laptop without the battery. Sure, you can. Just remember, if you use the laptop without the battery, and what happens whenever you power on, you have to wait up to 30 seconds, and then it's going to give you a text saying that CMOS reset to BIOS. BIOS was reset to default, press enter, restart, and it will go to the window. So the only downside is just the 30 seconds waiting and one restart, and it will work fine with no problems for years and years. That will not cause any problem. All right. Just remember, by upgrading or replacing the battery, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be left the way you had it before. So all you need to do is to power off the laptop completely. Don't put it on standby. And flip it upside down. You need two tools. One good screwdriver set. So many people that purchase in the off-market screwdrivers and they can damage the screw heads. I recommend that I fix a screwdriver set. I purchased myself in this screwdriver, the basic set. We're going to use a Phillips #1. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. A metallic guitar picks are suitable to opening cases and covers. Right down here, you're gonna see two exposed screws in here. These are the short screws, so you can go ahead and remove them and keep them in a separate pile. And there are hidden screws. There are 3 in the back and 1 in the middle under the rubber foot. You want to stick the opening tool between the underneath of the rubber leg here, and you want to lift it up 90 degrees, bring it up all the way up, and stick it here. It has a double-sided adhesive. Same thing in here. Start from one corner, bring it up. Once you see the screw, you want to stop, and you want to remove this screw. There is no other screw in the other side, so you remove this tiny screw and put this rubber fit back on. Now you're gonna go ahead and remove the rest of the screws. Also, if you guys like my video, if you find my video helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. All right, now when you remove the screws, you want to remove the bottom cover. In order to do that, you need to open up the laptop a little bit. You want to stick the opening tool between the palm rest and the bottom cover, and you just want to twist it like this, and you want to hear a big click sounds. That's what you want to do all around in the front, every few centimeters. And you want to work towards the side, towards the USB port, to the corner, and do the both side, left and right. And there we go. Once you do that, you don't need to go to the back. There's electronics in there. Do here and then work it around, lift it up, and it will loosen up the rest of the uh, clips. All right, down here we can see the battery. This is the model for the battery, is an HW03XL. But if you want to purchase directly from HP, you have to give them this part number. It's called a replacement spare part number. Is an L97300-005. But again, I'll leave the link for this battery. This is a 41 watt hour battery, 11.34 volt, which is a 3,444 milliamp hour rated. There is no BIOS battery in here. The BIOS gets its charge from this internal battery. To remove the internal battery, you need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, tiny chrome screws that touches the battery. Also, I'm gonna let you guys know how to use the first battery once you put the new one in. It's very important. All right, once you remove the screws, there are 4 of them. You want to grab the battery from by the neck right in here and lift it up towards the ceiling, and then bring it up. There's this plastic thing. Sometimes it does fall off. This is a riser, so it only goes in one way. You want to orientate it, rotate it, and it will go just like that. This is a 3-cell battery. Let's say that you got the new battery in, but this is just a demonstration. It's going to look like this. The connectors are right over here. You want to make sure there's 2 holes right in here, and there's 1 pinhole and 1 screw hole right in here. You want to put the pinhole right through here and make sure the screw hole is visible, bring it down and just drop it down. And then you want to push it towards the motherboard right in here. Press this one nice and firmly, and it's going to be in place. And to finish it off is to put the bottom screws for the battery back on. Now, regarding the new batteries, it is very important once you have the new battery installed, you don't want to power on the laptop right away. If you by mistakenly powered it on, quickly go ahead and power it down. And you want to plug in the charger and you want to let it sit there for at least 3 to 4 hours charging while it's off. After that, you want to disconnect the charger, power it on, bring the brightness of the screen down to 30, 40%, or 20% even, I would say, and let the battery drain very slowly down to whatever the Windows limit is, 20%. Once it's off, you want to power it off and you want to plug in the charger and you want to leave it there again charging for another 3 to 4 hours. That initial charge and discharge, it is very important for the new batteries. All right, once you have the new battery in, you want to put the HDMI port, this I/O side down in 45-degree angle, right? Scoop it right in here. And then you want to push it down. You want to hear those click sounds. Let go of the rest. Push down the front, if the sides. And if you see any gaps, openings, you just want to pinch them together and it will snap to its place. And to finish up down here is to put the long screws under the rubber feet and the short screws that go right in front. And then put the rubber legs right over. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or request, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm going to power on this laptop so you guys can see that it does power on, and you have to wait a little bit. So let's see. I'm going to put this one right here. So some people say, why don't you power it on? I haven't replaced the battery just for demonstration. So after 3 to 4 hours, when you power on, it's gonna take probably 30 seconds. Let's go ahead, power it on. I'm powering it on. So let's see if it's how fast I'm gonna get the logo. I might get a let's see. So nothing shows up. The light for the power on is on. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get a little blue text saying that CMOS was reset to default. Press enter to continue. There we go. CMOS checksum invalid. CMOS will reset to default configuration. Enter to restart. So if I press enter, it will restart and it will go to the Windows. But I'm just gonna press F10 so I can go to the BIOS. And there we have it in BIOS. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.